Good morning. I'm feeling very sleepy. I think it's because of the weather. Nothing new. We have a blue light. I don't know if you know what this thing is. It's literally this, and it's just, it's out of battery, but it's a bright blue light, and it like helps when it's cloudy out to use it to like help wake you up and like make sure that you're, is it the circadian? What is that called? Hold on. Circadian rhythm doesn't get messed up. On the forecast today, it says a mix of rain and snow, which just means that it's going to be gross and wet outside. Today is the holiday happening that I've been talking about. So from 3 to 5, I'm going to be hosting this Zoom party, which should be really fun. I'm excited about it. I need to do some emails, including the like pet therapy email, which I'm really excited about. And then obviously the reminders. And then tomorrow, I think, because the little like care packages, the stuff for them, I think is almost all at the college. So I think I'm going to go in tomorrow and just kind of start figuring out how we're going to ship everything, make little care packages for the students that are on campus, and do that. So hopefully the weather isn't bad tomorrow, because I really am not a fan of driving in bad weather. So yeah, that's what's happening today. I'm pretty excited about it. I scheduled a pickup for tomorrow for all of my family's Christmas gifts and the quilt that I finished yesterday. So I've got to get all of that packaged up and like ready. I also have a couple orders in the shop, and I want to have a shop update of yarn probably like within the first couple of weeks of January. So I'm figuring out how and when and what. That was our postman, who is awesome. His name is Chris. I think I've talked about him before. I haven't seen him in a while, and you know, at this point in the pandemic and everything, I was a little worried, but he just told me that he had a month off, and I was like, good. But you know, he comes back right in the midst of sort of chaos. So he brought Maple a treat, which was really nice. He always does that, and dropped off some of our Christmas stuff. And Moose is wanting some love. So that's really nice. And I can't remember what else I was talking about. Oh yes, so I want to do a shop update, and so I have a bunch of mezcla that I need to scour and mordant. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing sort of over the next few weeks. So it's really helpful for me to just, so for the natural dye process, you have to scour everything, which is basically like heating up the yarn gently with soap. And so you're getting basically any spinning oil, lanolin that's still in the fiber, because that can prevent the dye from sticking. And then after that, you are doing a process called mordanting, which just helps the fibers sort of become receptive to the different dyes. So really, because you're heating it up, and then you don't want to shock the wool with heat, or like a change in temperature, really, not just heat. If you shock the wool, that's like sort of what causes felting. So I heat it up, and then it's very hot. It's not boiling. It's like just under boiling, about 180 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit. and it sits there for an hour, and then you take it off of the heat and it has to cool all the way down before you can do the next step. So what that means for me a lot of the time is that I do, one step every day. So to do 20 skeins of yarn, it's basically 2 days to get it mordanted because of just the limited space I have, the limited time I have, and the tools that I have, like the pots. So yeah, so I'm gonna start doing that and try, usually like when I am getting ready for a shop update, and I really have not been dying because I was working on the bags, then Vlogmas happened and I have to get all the Christmas stuff ready. But now that all of my Christmas presents are being shipped out and I don't really have to worry too much about that anymore, I think it's time to kind of shift gears and get started on a dye update. So yeah, that's kind of what's on the books. I'm excited just to kind of show you, a little bit more into that, because I really haven't the last couple of weeks. And yeah, I have some exciting stuff for the next shop update that I've been, thinking about. So yeah, Moose and I chilling. Oh, my belly's sticking out. So yeah, Moose and I are just chilling. I'm gonna do those emails, but first I'll probably put some yarn on the stove, and yeah, that's what's going on today. I'll check in later. Just took it out of the dryer and it ended up so nice and crinkly. So I'm gonna fold it up, and tomorrow the mailman is gonna come pick up the quilt. Yeah. Hi friends. So Kay and I have been, I mentioned this the other day, but we've been putting off decorating the Christmas tree because I've been worried about Moose and getting her little claws stuck in something. So I thought, because I know that cats don't like citrus, that we could dry some oranges. It took much longer than I expected it to. We ended up, like last night I was like, I have to just turn it off and turn it back on tomorrow. And then because every morning we like watch the episode from the day before because Kate hasn't seen it edited. And So we were watching it and I put in the oranges into the oven in the video and we were both like, the oranges, and went and turned the oven back on. So yeah, they were in there basically all day. I had to finally turn the heat up because they just were not drying out. But yeah, now they're up and it looks really, really pretty on the tree. The light's shining through. It kind of looks like stained glass. And initially Moose was like a little interested in what we were doing just because we were working on something. And that's how cats are. But she hasn't showed any interest. So maybe the oranges work. Maybe I'm not thinking highly enough of her. But I mostly put, I think all of them are ornaments that are like soft or, you know, can't break. So yeah, I think it looks really nice and it's definitely making me feel festive. The holiday party that I put together, it went okay. There weren't as many students as I'd hoped there would be, but it's like everyone's so like Zoom fatigued. A lot of the students that we were targeting are freshmen who like don't know about the tradition. I think it probably bummed other people out, but like over the course of the 2 hours, we ended up having like 40 some, you know, staff and student and whatnot. So yeah, I think it's still important to do. And I included a clip of the monkey that we hung out with from the zoo, which was fun. And yeah, now Kay and I are just listening to 99% Invisible and hanging out. We tried to watch the Grinch musical on Hulu and it was really bad. So we turned it off. I think it's not that it was really bad. I really liked the costuming. I think it was just targeted towards children and it was a little bit like too much cacophony for us to handle. So I also got both of the packages that I need to send tomorrow packaged up, and yeah, I'm on track for everything that I've been working on. So yeah, I'm gonna say goodnight and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.